Hi everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Vendetta Stage 1. Okay, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch, mostly for myself, so don't worry if you can't see this. This is me just kind of getting a pose down and making sure I'm happy with where everything is and that I fit everything on the page. So don't worry if you can't see it. Like I said, I'll switch over to Sharpie in a bit and then you'll be able to see it much better. And then you can follow along. Or right now, if you're sketching with me, which I never really thought about that, but hey, maybe some of you are, just kind of play around with a good pose. I'm kind of having him lean back just a little bit, kind of like a karate pose, something like that. And I'm just coming up with some good looks. And just playing around and then just drawing over and over again. That's really what sketching is, just drawing over and over, just trying to find a good pose that represents what I'm seeing in my mind. That's the hardest part, is that it's all in your mind, and you got to kind of try to figure out how to get it out, how to be the hands that get you there. I wanted to be a concept artist, and so anytime I would do something for somebody, I would tell them, don't worry about hurting my feelings. Basically, I'm your hands. I'm trying to figure out what you're thinking. And, always remember that it's, especially in concept art, it's nothing personal. Someone's going to end up hating something, but that's okay, because you don't know what's in their head, and you're just working until you can figure it out, Let's see. I think, how about, yeah, something like that. I kind of like his hand up, like in a strong pose, and his other one kind of out, right? So let's see. This flowing right? Yeah, his shoulder would be about right there. So I kind of have his neck way over, his head way over too much. So I'm trying to rebalance that. Right, something like that. Yeah, let's play around with that idea. Okay, so I'm going to have his arm kind of up like this, and then, let's see, kind of out like that. That's a little long. Maybe right there. Yeah, I like that. I can live with that. And there's not going to be too much detail in this one because he is mostly color, So I'm going to do what I can, and then the rest we'll do with color, and have fun with it that way. All right, I like that. So let me try to come up with some facial features here. You know what I don't have is my eraser. Let me grab that real quick. I'm actually just walking away from the drawing, and then I'm walking right back. Okay, and I'm back. You didn't notice it, but you heard it. So, or you didn't see it, but you heard it. So I'm just going to erase some of this because in the end, I want the Sharpie to stand out, not the pencil lines. So whenever I take the picture, I want you to be able to see it, and not all the pencil lines. Okay, so I was just defining his hand real fast. And making sure it's going to fit. Have them a little thin there in the legs. There we go. Now that's looking much better. All right. Yeah, I had the legs way too thin. And you know what? That helps by getting up and stepping away from your drawing. I didn't mean to do that, but that's actually a good practice. Is just taking a step away. What we used to do, I'm one of the concept artists, but a good practice in concept art is flipping your drawing and seeing how it looks upside down or reversed, because your eyes are building this, and you're also kind of building it in your head too. So you're justifying your drawing, and if it's wrong, your brain is justifying the way it looks too. So it's best to flip it and see how it looks the opposite way, you know. Okay, so I'm just going to define a few things here, and then we can get started. We're super close. I just have to, like I said, define the facial features, and then you can play along. So sorry if this was taking a little bit longer. I just want to get it right for you guys. Let's see. And this is the hardest part. I've said this before on doing these, because I want to put more detail in, but I can't. So I kind of have to remember that only so much detail is going to go into this face, because with the big Sharpies that we're using, we're going to lose the ability to render fine detail, because a Sharpie is super fat, you know. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Let's see. I'm trying to define a few more things here, just to make myself happy. And then we can get started. And I think that's about good enough. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to switch over to Sharpies now. You're welcome to use a pencil or a Sharpie. It's up to you. I'm going to use a fine point Sharpie, a Sharpie pen, and then this other Sharpie pen, because they're two different widths. This is thinner, this is a little bit thicker, and this is super thicker. So I'm going to start with this super fine Sharpie pen, just to try to get in on those facial features, because like I said, those other Sharpies are a little bit too fat. So I'm just going to do some brows like this, and that one's a little high. See, the reason I like to do it is to make sure I get them right. One's a little high like that, but I'm going to see if I can make it work. I'm going to try to bring it down a little bit with the pupil. That's pretty good. And then I'm just going to kind of do like that. I'm not going to go too far. I'm not going to draw the underline, because, like I said, it's too small to do that with these Sharpies. But I want everybody to be able to draw it with a Sharpie. That's why I'm using Sharpies, because everybody should be able to do this, not have special tools, you know. Okay, so something like that. I stopped right there because his hair is going to be going into it just a little bit. And so now I'm going to draw a few more facial features, and then we can get started with the rest of the body. I'm just going to draw a little bit of the nose, like that. There's that nostril back there. And let's see, I'm going to draw his mouth, like that. And I'm going to give him a little bit of an upper lip, and then the bottom of this lip, like that. And that's all I'm going to do for those facial features. Other than that, I'm just going to draw the rest of his head here. On this side. Oops, I got a little thick there, but that's okay. I'll make it work. And then I'm going to come down to where his chin is. and give him a strong jawline like that. A little long, so I'm going to try to thicken this up on the top edge, and that'll shorten up his face because I drew it a little bit too long. Like that. See, that'll work. We can get away with that. That, my friends, is how you hide your mistakes. Yeah, look at this eye. It's way too high. I can see that now. If I were to flip it, I would see it a lot better now. But what's done is done. We're just going to keep going. Hopefully your eye is a little bit more straight across. I'm just going to own my mistakes and keep going, okay? So I'm going to start with the hair. I'm going to do some strands like this. And then play with some more down like this. And like I said, it's going to come into his eye a little bit. Let's see, let's do another long one like this. And I'm doing it with this tinier Sharpie just because, like I said, I can control it much better than that big fat Sharpie. And let's see, we're going to draw some more. He's got a lot of little wackety-doos is what I guess I'm going to call them. Those little stray hairs giving him his cool style. Alright. Do something like that. And something like that. And then I'm going to draw his ear like this. Draw that inside. Draw the other side. And I'm going to thicken up the edge here just because I'm about to use the other Sharpie and it's going to be super thick. So I'm trying to match the feel of it. So there, I like that. That's not too bad. Let's just draw one last line for his neck like this. Alright, and I think we can switch over to the other Sharpies now. Alright. Here we go. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the big fat Sharpie now. It's got a fine point on it, but it's still pretty big. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So let's go ahead and draw his collar. That's a good start and stopping point. So it kind of goes big around his neck. So we're going to go from the back here and come back around, loop it, and go up and go back behind him again. All right. Okay, so I'm going to also bring it back down like this because that's going to be where the back of it is. And so, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and draw the strings of his hood first. Just something like this. Nothing too crazy. But I do at least want to draw them. I was going to do it with color, but I think I'm going to do it like this so it'll stand out a little bit more. Okay. So back to this Sharpie. Now that I have that line defined, I can come down here and I'm going to go back behind it. So in other words, I'm not drawing through it. Stop there like it's behind it, and then go up, connect it there. And now we're going to draw his jacket. And again, his jacket's pretty much the color that's taking care of it. So we're just basically drawing the outline of the whole thing, really. So we're going to draw his shoulder like that. And it's up at a point, but because I have his arm up like this, it's got creases, so I'm just going to kind of do some little jags like that all the way to his elbow. And let's go ahead and draw the hand so you're not confused as to what we're doing here. So I've got it as a fist up at you like that. So I'm going to draw the fingers like this, and my sketch is guiding me as to where I'm going to go. Like that, and I'm going to draw, he's got like gloves, and then his jacket kind of comes up like right here, so it's pretty high up. So I can kind of do something like this and draw again creases because his arm is bent like that. Okay, do the same thing here and connect it there. There you go, one arm's already done. So the other one I got kind of out, kind of a wah. Although he's just standing there, so it doesn't really look karate. It just looks like he's showing you, like, I'll put up with you this much. You must be this high to ride the ride. Okay, so let's keep going. So I'm going to draw his other shoulder, which is up like that, because he's kind of got one arm up. And when you raise your arm up, your shoulder comes up. And it's just anatomy is basically what it is. So once you understand that, you can do stuff like this and make it look real. Okay, so again, it's just his material of his shirt. So I'm just going to draw it and follow the edges I was going to do up to like right there, because that's where it's going to come over his hand, and just draw the other side back like this, simulating an elbow down to his armpit. And let's just go ahead and draw the rest of the jacket since it's just one piece. Something like this. See, pretty easy. We're pretty much done with that. That's it. The coloring is going to take care of that. And you decide what color, since I know this is stage 1, but he's got still has like what, 4 or 5 different colors for stage 1? It's crazy, right? Okay, so here I'm going to draw his hand, and his hand's going to be out like this. So you can see what I've got going on right there like that. We're going to try to replicate that. So we're going to draw the hand to the thumb like this. And draw that like that. Draw this hand, that meat of the muscle like that right there. And so now I'm just going to draw his fingers like this up. And so now I'm also going to draw a few more like that, because you can't really see because of the way his hand is. Okay, so also we're just going to draw a little bit of the front of the hand like that, and that's about it. That's all we can really do. Coloring will take care of the rest, which actually, you know what? He does have gloves on, so we're going to go ahead and do like that to take care of the glove part. Same thing here. His knuckles are kind of like that. Okay. All right, cool. We're done with this, so let's keep going. Let's draw his legs, and he's got a little container. What's the word I'm looking for? Wow, I lost my words is what I did. So he's got a pack on this side right here. So let's go ahead and draw the leg. Well, let's draw the pack. So I'm going to draw over here like this, and draw that, and draw this other one over here. And I know where to stop because of my sketch. Sketching helps, kids. It helps you plan. Okay, so that means his pants are going to come like this, because that is over his pants. I'm going to draw this like that. And again, sketching tells me where to put this stuff. That's why I'm just kind of floating some lines, because I know what's going to happen here. So he does have little knee pads, but they're like built into the pants, so we're not really going to add much. Actually, we're not even going to do that. I'm going to let color take care of that. He does have a pocket over here, so I'm going to draw that. Draw it out a little bit for that one, like this. And so now I can draw his pants like this. Let's see, his crotch is right about there. So I'm going to draw the inside to his knee, to his shin, to his folds of his pants like this. Oh, look, I messed up. That shouldn't be there. But you know what? Oh, well. I'm going to keep going. The other side of his leg to his knee, up to his thigh like that. And let's do this other leg here, too. So we're going to go down to where the knee is going to be. Come back in. And this is where the folds of this pant is going to be. This leg is going to be for his pants. So we're going to go back up and follow the contours of the leg. So we're going to do the back of the leg, the back of the knee, the inner thigh, up to that. Okay, so now we're just going to draw his shoes, and the shoes are pretty simple, just looks like regular tennis shoes. So his ankles come down like this. He doesn't have any socks on. And so we're going to draw the tongue of the shoe like that, down to the heel. It's going to come down, go across like that, and let's do something like this. There's that shoe. And I'll do the little lace things in a second too. It's pretty simple. They look like these old shoes. I don't know if they still have them anymore, but you Velcro the strap across. That's what they remind me of. So, okay, so I'm going to draw his ankle down here to his shoe like that. Down to the front like this. You can't see it because it's more facing at you. So there's the heel down to the front like that. So real quick, we're going to do the straps on his shoes like that. Just a couple. I think there's 3. And we'll do them over here too. It's more facing at you, so it's a little bit thinner. Like that. Okay, you know what? Just for giggles, let's go ahead and do it. Let's draw the little triangle thing for his knees. Okay, so I think we'll take care of the rest with coloring. So for now, that is Vendetta Stage 1. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.